Don't come! Don't come!
Today's stream, Animal Crossing Day 472, Nintendo items, remodeling houses, an island.
Yo, welcome back to another stream. I'm Arrquil, and today is day 472 of Animal Crossing for the GameCube, or for the Wii. We're going to be playing on the Wii today. There's a couple things that I discovered that's kind of requires me to play on Wii, or I guess it doesn't require me to play on Wii, but how do I explain this? There's a thing that I discovered. I want to do this on the Wii always, regardless, just because it's better quality. I can get better quality out of the Wii because component cables are easier to get for the Wii, and then that can go into the retro tank and upscale the 1080p. Blah 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 blah. But we have done streams in the past on like the GameCube. Because we have not been able to, because we can't, oh my god, hold on one second. Sorry, It figures as soon as I start stream, the cat that is in here with me is like, I would like help, please. So basically what I'm trying to say is, in the past, and I will go more into details about this later, but in the past I've been like, oh, I need to stream on the GameCube today because I want to go to the island, and for some reason the Wii will not detect the Game Boy Advance. We will be going to the island today, not to the extent that we spent time on the island last week, but we will be going to the island today. And I figured out the Game Boy Advance does work with the Wii. It's just I had some funky settings going on. I'll go into details about that later. But today is day 472, and Halloween's tomorrow. It is October 30th. Halloween is tomorrow, and I had a ton of stuff once again that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't really want to pile it on Halloween because tomorrow we've got Gracie Grace, we have the raffle, which I have so many raffle tickets here, it might mean that we will probably, we might have to go to Emmy's Island too, or Emmy's Town, to cash in these raffle tickets. And then we have Halloween, and I have a ton of candy. So I don't know if how long that's going to take. Halloween lasts from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., I believe, or maybe it's 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. I think it's 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. And even if we spend those 5 hours Halloween-ing, trick-or-treating with all of our candy, there's also a chance Wisp may show up at midnight. So there's a lot of stuff tomorrow, and as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do today just based on the stuff that's laying around on the ground. Let's start off by checking our mail. One Piece, probably HRA. Tom Nook. Teacher's chair. Okay. So, there are 3 things that we're going to do today. I am going to, first off, we're going to, as you can kind of see on the ground here, we're going to be acquiring Nintendo items. Second off, we'll be remodeling 2 different rooms of our houses, of 2 different houses. And lastly, we will be going to the island, partially to remodel the room in that house, and also to make some corrections of misinformation that I gave last stream, because there was some unfortunate misinformation that I couldn't really help. So, yeah, let's just kind of start off. What do I have here? I might keep that on me. I might not, actually. I'm about to get my inventory completely filled with candy. But yeah, let's just start off by going to Nook's Worthy Painting. We're actually gonna run down to the we're gonna run down to the museum real quick. Actually, I think I have this already, but I can't help but hope that it's something I don't have. While I'm running down there, I can go ahead and talk about one bit of information. Unfortunately, we have had one villager move out, despite the fact that despite me trying to keep them as happy as possible by talking to them and doing them favors, they decided they want to move out anyway. So unfortunately, Allie, the alligator, that I really liked last time, that I think introduced last time, unfortunately moved out. And I don't know how I feel about her moving out, because she got replaced with a villager that is... Uh-oh. Excuse me. She got replaced with a villager that I have history with. I've had in one of my Animal Crossing villages for a very long time. Like, we're talking like 5-6 years. Yeah, I already donated this one, dang. But she's like, every time I look at her, I'm like, oh dang, she gives me shiny Pokemon vibes, which I don't know how I feel. What I mean by that is her wool color, because she's a sheep, her wool color, her body color, completely different. Well, not completely different, but it's like, it's different enough that it kind of weirds me out. And I don't know why that's the thing that weirds me out. On our way back up to Nook's, we will go meet her. I have to deposit some money today, unfortunately. Well, maybe not. I'm about to go buy some stuff. I need to also make sure I'm capped out. I need to buy at least 3 more things at Nooks that gives raffle tickets, so I'm topped off tomorrow. I might just buy everything so I can get 2 more stacks of 5. But yeah, new villager, Barbara. If you've seen me play Animal Crossing New Leaf, is she even in her house? If you've seen me play Animal Crossing New Leaf, you have seen her. She's probably been in my Animal Crossing New Leaf town for like 8 years. I think it's like November 12th is actually going to be the 10-year anniversary of that Animal Crossing town, and I do plan on doing a stream of that, going back to that town, even though it's only been 7 or 8 months since I last played it. I don't know where Barbara is. That's the there she is. Yeah, so Barbara's like... I don't know. She's like a different color than I remember her being in... I think it's just her horns, actually. Hey, Emmy. I think it's just her horns that are a different color. But yeah, Barbara. Everybody might know her as the racist sheep. I'll have to talk about that in a second. James, you seem awfully busy most of the time. I can't help but think it's bad for you. Rawr. You can't keep your nose in the grindstone all the time. You have to enjoy life more. Oh, trust me, I have been lately. Binging a good chunk of the Arrowverse in the past 5 weeks. 8 seasons of Arrow, 3 seasons of The Flash. I've been enjoying life a bit. You're enjoying life already? Wow. Wow. You can hear me. Well, I certainly hope so. Cheers. By the way, do you need something? What's new? It's time for my pop quiz. How fun for everyone. If you get it correct, I'll give you a gorgeous prize. Rawr. Which event is held at the Wishing Well? Cherry Festival, Meteor Shower, or Fireworks Show? I know it's not the Meteor Shower, because you can't look up in the sky in this game. You need to be at the pond. I think Fireworks Show is the same thing. I don't remember the Cherry Festival all that well, so I'm going to say Cherry Festival. Absolutely correct. The Cherry Blossom Festival goes on at the Wishing Well. Bravo! You got it right. Here's your lovely prize. A low lantern. Interesting. So yeah, unfortunately, Barbara replaced Ali, but I don't know how I feel about it. Barbara, like I said, is a long-time villager in New Leaf for me. Which is funny, because this town is actually starting to become a long-time, like, villager town, or a villager town comprised of villagers that I really like. So, like, we've got Jay, who I loved in New Horizons and was upset I let him go. Truffles, who I also loved in New Horizons, unfortunately let go. Now we've got Barbara. I've fallen in love with Maple. She's absolutely going to be the one to stay. Stella is someone Emmy absolutely loves. And I've come to love Groucho, and I'm getting there with Punchy and Static too. Static's been here a lot longer than Punchy, but our town is becoming comprised of villagers that I really, really like. And unfortunately, I know Pongo is been here for like a year, and I've barely talked to her, and she refuses to leave. So unfortunately, it means I'm gonna lose villagers I like here at some point. What's up with you, Groucho? No, I don't want any. I'm telling you for the last time, you foul creature. Why is her catchphrase like a lion's roar? I think she immediately got, who is it? Tangy's. I think it's Tangy's catchphrase, or maybe it's Pearl. It's one of the cat's catchphrases, I think. It might be a cat's catchphrase that was here like a year ago, around the beginning of the village. You can force them to be mad in this game. Yeah, I did it once with like Violet, hitting her with a net, right? But I didn't want to. I don't like doing that. I did learn today that villagers can actually have crushes on you in this game. I was looking up something, villager personalities, for something that we're going to talk about later. And villagers will actually follow you around. I think they kind of like blush a little bit. Like they can actually hold crushes for you or have like infatuation for you. It's or affection. It's very, very interesting. I haven't seen it in this game yet. I guess I'm not good enough to my villagers. Pongo isn't that bad, at least in the other games. Yeah, I think it's just like a week of her being here or something like that. It happened on stream. I got a brand new piece of art and she immediately just took it from me. I didn't give it to her. I just walked up to her, I talked to her, and she took it from me. Thankfully, I could rebuy the art, but that kind of soured me with her for forever because that was early interactions with her. They stalk you? No. Let's see if I can find that while we talk to Groucho. It's autumn is harvest time. Don't go overeating though. Thanks. Let's hope I can find this. Yeah. Display capture. Always the wrong one. Today I learned that in Animal Crossing, in the GameCube edition of Animal Crossing's, villagers have actual genuine crushes on the player. I'm losing my shit right now. So we go back, blow it up, go back. You fucking suck. So you can see the villagers just following her around. I didn't see what happened when she talked to him, though. I assumed there's special text. Laser, you're so charming. Whoa. You look so cool. Have you been working out? You really make clothes look good, huh, dude? Whoa, this is... What? What was that last thing he said? What was this really... I'm feeling this pro-laser vibe right now. So Cube talked to her from afar. Yeah, you just come on the same acre as them, they follow you around and they talk to you. That's so interesting. Yeah, I saw that today. I didn't watch the whole thing, though. But it's super interesting. Could have used that advice days ago, Groucho, old buddy, old friend, before the Mac Bites bucket. I'm sure you have no regrets, just like me with the Drunken Tots. All right, what were we gonna do? I got distracted. We're gonna go. What do I have on me? Where are they painting? Oh yeah, I got a little lantern. Yeah. So let's go do our little shopping spree, selling spree, and I will talk about what we're gonna do today, a little more in depth. So Tom Nook, I've been working pretty hard on doing the island stuff to fill up my category. I will show that off in a second. I've even went out of my way to list the stuff that I was missing for wallpaper, flooring, and items. So we can look at that real quick. I'm doing pretty well. It's rising fast thanks to the island and just getting random items from burying them and having the villager dig them up and replace them. So all the way up to 475 furniture items now out of 599 or 601. I can't remember. I think it's technically 599, 601 because of 2 unobtainable Animal Crossing, or I'm sorry, NES games, which would be Zelda 1 and Super Mario Bros, which there is a way to obtain them now. I recently watched somebody like reverse engineered the e-reader and how it works. I don't understand all the technicalities of it, but you can now print on just a regular sheet of paper the like dots for the e-reader code to legitimately unlock Zelda 1 and Super Mario Bros 1 in this game, because those are games that are in the code but you cannot access. They were probably planned for e-reader support or something like that, but e-reader kind of bombed, at least in the US. So there's no way of getting them without hacking them, but that's the most legit way you can get them. And I've been tempted to get an e-reader because of it. But if I get an e-reader, I'd want some e-reader cards, which e-reader cards are expensive. And the two actual e-reader NES games are impossible to find. And when you do find them, they're like $200. Like it's Ice Climber and Mario Bros, the arcade game. Well, the arcade game for the NES. And there's no listings on like eBay or anything like that. There's some shady sites with them up for like $200, but they're stupidly rare. So I decided not to go down that route, even though it would be a fun thing to do. I really don't. It's like a weird accomplishment. Like, did I eat a bucket of Mac Bites? Problem? People regularly eat giant orders of things like fries. Yeah, no, you know I'm a bit of a glutton. You've seen me enough. I have food problems. Yeah, so $4.75 out of, let's just say $5.99. There was a big increase in items too because of the Nintendo items that I started getting. 59 out of 67. Let me actually pull up my notes. Yeah, 67, and then we have 58 out of 67. So I think for both wallpaper and flooring, what I'm missing at this point is special Sahara and Wendell items, which, to be completely fair, for the larger part of the year and a half I've been playing this game, not quite year and a half, year and 3 months I've been playing this game, whenever those were special villagers, I would just completely ignore them. Because I didn't care about catalog completion or special flooring or wallpaper or anything like that. So now I have to kind of go out of my way to do that. Thankfully with Sahara, she will ask you if you want something, and if I already have it in my catalog, I will just straight up deny it and try to cycle through and get what I need. Wendell, it's going to be a little harder. Clothing, we're still kind of a far ways away. 182 out of 247. At this point, Wisp is mainly just giving me clothing items instead of furniture that I want to get the paintings. Items, 55 out of 64. At this point, I'm missing one umbrella, a sunny umbrella, and the rest of stuff I'm missing are pinwheels and balloons, which are all July 4th raffle items, like red raffle items. Stationery, I'm just missing the letter from Katrina on New Year's Day, and then gyroids, I think there's like 140 something here. So like I'm getting there. It's just taking some time. Sorry, Mike. Why does that say 1 out of 58? It's just because it's what I'm on. So 58 is how many I have, you know? It doesn't, it's not like, I think Wild World gives you the totals of, for completion. So it would say like, hey, you have 400 furniture items out of 600. It would say something like that at the top. I think Wild World does that, but it's not, you know. You want to know what I found in a giant up in PA? Oh, a giant? Like the grocery store? I haven't heard of that. I haven't heard of, Are they called giants? Or am I thinking of something else? Just tell me. What did you find? I'm gonna stock up on my candy. Corn chicken pieces? What do you mean chicken pieces? Yeah, I haven't heard of Giant the grocery store in a long time. I think Kmart had its last store in the US close recently, or its last store just period. It might have been in Canada. At this point, I've kind of finished a lot of gardening projects I have. I think I just need yellow and white tulips. I'm completely out of gardening, so I really can't wait for November to get here so that I can like start building up my stock of flowers again, because my stock is completely empty. Even in the basement of Jamie 2's house, I have no flowers left. Yellow pansy, blue cosmos, so I didn't get anything that I needed. Alright, so at this point, I don't have the room I want for candy. We could go in here real quick. We can see I have all 3 floors. completely filled with candy. I guess I could pick up the shrubs. But we're only a day away from Halloween. I just don't want to set it on the ground outside because I can't remember if... oh, I have a spot here. I can't remember if... hopefully I don't miss the one that's on the chessboard here. I can't remember if candy spoils once it's been on the ground. I think candy... I'm trying to remember so hard. I think ants are in this game. Or maybe that's New Horizons. Fuck, dude, hold on. I'm getting all of my Animal Crossing games confused now. Yeah, ants are in this game. So I think it's either like you need to put spoiled turnips on the ground, or you can just put a piece of candy on the ground and it's faster that way. So I don't want to put the candy on the ground because I can't remember how fast that happens, and I don't want to lose candy unnecessarily, so all of my letters there are completely filled up with candy. So I'm just in an unfortunate position of yikes, it's rough. That's my unfortunate position. So let's see. Vegan diced chicken pieces. I talked about missing the other week. Oh yeah, we have a giant like in a couple towns only over where the good target is. I want a giant in Red Lion. What? Red Lion Township? But the other giant close up there, York, PA. It was on fire. Huh. Well, I'm glad for you. I can say I quit fake meat. I don't miss it at all. I don't really miss it at all. Which is good, because, you know, being poor, I can't really afford to keep buying fake meat.
I want candy music noises.
Is that what you wanted? What it sounds like when I eat candy. I want candy music noises. Okay, I think I have everything here. I don't know if I have the shirt. I think what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna go buy some letters. I'm gonna be extremely wasteful with my money, but this is usually what I do on the last day before the raffle. Just sign these off for the museum. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'll explain it in a second. Sell this. The song I Want Candy. Oh, wow, Emmy, you were taking me back. You were reminding me of things that I have forgotten existed. Yeah, I think I know that song from like what is it, Hershey Park? I don't think it was the Six Flags commercials. I think it was the Hershey Park commercials. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop my tools here. Maximize inventory space. Alright. So I'm gonna clean out the top floor of Nooklings. And I think we're gonna go to Emmy's Town again today. We will probably have to tomorrow as well, considering how many raffle tickets I have, unless I get very unlucky. We're gonna go to Emmy's Town today to get more candy and even out however many raffle tickets we have. So... while I'm doing this, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about what we're doing with the Nintendo items. So I said I won't be using codes for any of the items in the game, so like you can go talk to Tom Nook or the Nooklings and ask them to say, or you can say a code. This is how you trade items with people in this game. So you will give Tom Nook or the Nooklings the item, and you will list the player name and the player's town that you will be giving it to, which will then generate a code for that specific person to go redeem. That's kind of how you send off items without, you know, Wi-Fi or going to other people's towns. So it's very intricate. I've watched a couple videos on how this works lately, and I gotta say, I don't understand. There's a lot of very intricate things going on that dictates how it generates the code, because the code, the name of the person and the name of their town will generate a different code than somebody else's name and somebody else's town. So it's not universal codes. However, people have figured out ways to work around this. Apparently, in the early to mid 2000s, there was a website called Hyrule something. I don't remember fully what it's called. Basically, where you would name your town Hyrule and name your character Link, and then there you could go on the website and it would have a list of codes for everything in the game, which all those codes would work for you perfectly because of your name being Link and your town being Hyrule. So that was one way to do it, but apparently people have like figured out universal codes somehow that should universally work for anybody. I don't know how it works. So that's for anything in the game. These shirts, the wallpapers, all of the stuff that I just bought. However, the Nintendo items, which is what I'm specifically talking about, are universal codes. Which were all distributed through Nintendo websites, or Nintendo's website back in the day, Nintendo Power magazines, or even just the generic, like, you know, 100 cheat codes for PlayStation 2 and GameCube that you would see at, like, the book fair back in the day, if you're my age. And if you're my age, you know what I'm talking about, and you went to, like, a public school. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these. So, what I decided is, with the Nintendo themed items, I decided to look up their codes and use them. I don't want to use codes in this game, but I will not consider this cheating for this game or going outside of the scopes of it for my playthrough, considering those codes were only in Nintendo Power magazines or on the Nintendo website back in the early 2000s when I was literally 3 or 4 years old. So I won't hold myself to the no code rule for these reasons. However, with everything else in the game that I can get without codes, I will get them legit. So paintings, shirts, wallpapers, you know, models that you can only get for holidays or hitting certain quotas with like the HRA or whatever. You can also get these are also universal codes that were distributed by Nintendo. You can also get the Mario and Luigi statues, which you can only get from Tom Nook's raffle or Wisp, which is how I got them. So that's kind of the gist. These codes are long. I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of the stuff that's on me. These codes are long. They're 24 characters, I think. Which, I mean, it's for every item in the game. And randomly generated depending on the... Not randomly, but generated in a specific way depending on a person's town name and player name, so on and so forth. It's complex, but it's 24 characters, so I went ahead and took the liberty of getting most of the items already, except for one, just so I can show how the process works. So I will flash on screen a list of every code, every Nintendo item code in this game. Obviously there's other Nintendo items like the Master Sword and the GameCube logo, the Nintendo 64 logo, stuff like that. But you can get those legitimately from Tom Nook's shop, or Wisp, or probably even read. Villagers giving them to you or burying them somewhere in the village. There are ways to get them. I've already gotten them. I think there's one Nintendo item that I can buy that I have not seen yet, which is the R-Wing. When I saw that it was in this game, I was kind of amazed. But this is all the stuff that you could only get through distributing, with the exception of the Mario trophy. So, Emmy, I see all your messages. I will get to it. So, the only thing that I'm missing at this point, I believe, is the mushroom block. Or the mushroom block, the question mark block. I have to go on my photos, though, to make sure. Yeah, it's the question mark block. So, there's all the codes. And so now we're going to say code, give them the password, which is, and you're going to see in a second here why I didn't want to do all of these on stream, why I went ahead and did this, because punching in codes for like 14 or 15 different items that are 24 characters, it's going to take a while, and you can even see that I'm not doing this very slowly because I'm talking. UI M W G W K. God dang it. G W K capital Y. Uh-oh, I missed something. Uh-oh, I missed something because I was probably talking. Okay, I see what I missed. Is it just my stream quality, or are those not letters in the code? Huh? We got BK 66Q. Number sign L G, and yes, this is caps specific. C TY %2. So this is why I took liberty of doing this. You can only redeem 3 codes per play session. So you can redeem 3 codes, and then you have to go and save and quit, restart your file, and yeah, that's why I decided to do all the other codes right now, or a couple days ago. So now I have all the Nintendo items, since I have that question mark block out of the way. And yeah, that's the general gist of that. I want to make a Nintendo room. That's the other room we're going to be doing today that isn't on the island. So yeah. So let's see. In my mind, fake meats. I like my fake meats, but I don't eat them every day or keep them stocked. I buy them if I really want something like nugs. But I know some people keep bags on hand. I bought 4 bags of the corn chicken because I missed it, and it was conveniently on sale. I did also buy scorching Pringle chicken fries, so spicy. Yeah, I think the only fake meat thing I would go back to is if they ever make those Nashville hot chicken tenders again, because I do miss them and I do like my heat. I'm so sorry I'm chatty because I'm tired. You may ignore my... No. It might just take a second to get back to them. I will not ignore you, though. I offered to give you a code for a cherry, but you said no. Yeah, I did want to get that cherry legit, and since then I've gotten like 3 or 4 cherries from villagers just giving them to me. I don't think villagers give me any other fruit now at random. It's just cherries they give me, just to spite me. Let's go and buy these 3 floorings. So my stream quality on the screenshot of all the codes looked like they were all symbols, not letters. It was what's your quality? I will say that was a screenshot of off my phone, so it was going to be kind of small. You probably do want 1080p and maybe an actual monitor or television to see those, to see what it said. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to look up. I just wanted to put them there for reference. 140p, that's probably why. That's probably why. You might be able to get away with 720p for these. Let me see for my phone. For my phone how it looks. Yeah, 1080p on my phone, it's kind of small. I do have to bring the phone kind of close to my face, but I mean, it's for archival purposes. Okay, go ahead and sell these flooring. We now have 3 stacks of 5. We're still gonna hit up Emmy's town. I don't know if we'll do that last, though, because I don't have anywhere to put my candy anymore. Okay. So, with the Nooklings pretty much cleaned out, I don't know if I have this shirt. I'll get it. Jade check print. Wish there was a way to make the text slightly faster. Your abandoned town. Yeah. So, I was going to talk about this later, but kind of while we're on the topic of your town, or specifically the island that I made for you, I want to talk about something really cool. I've been watching a lot of, like, Animal Crossing, in-depth, like, OG Animal Crossing videos lately. I'm just going to go ahead and buy all these shirts while I'm talking. Something really cool that I noticed. Animal Crossing got a port. It got a lot of ports from the original N64 version of Animal Forest. But Brad is going to have a lot of mold. Yeah. So upon my research, I discovered like there's like 7 different versions of the OG Animal Crossing. It got a lot of ports. It got like, so there's the N64 version. There was Dobitsu no Mori Plus, and then there was Animal Crossing, which is what we're playing. Domitsu no Mori E Plus, which that is being decompiled or recompiled or something like that. I want to play that someday. That is a more modern version of Animal Crossing that we never got here. That came out after this version that we were playing right now, which it adds a lot of stuff. There's little things like you can, after the Nook store is closed, you can bang a shovel or an axe on the door 3 times and Nook will open up, and he'll buy his stuff from you at like 20% less the price, and he'll have items marked up like 80% or something like that. There's other things like, God, there's a massive list. There's a lot of new items, but one of the other things was interacting with villagers was more like newer Animal Crossings, which I feel like you might like, Emmy. Because I felt you said it was like too primitive or something like that, this version of the game for you. But there's like 80, I pulled up literally a giant article, but there's like 84 new villagers in the game, one of which introduces, I think, octopuses. There's 1 octopus from what I can see, unless there was already octopuses in this game, which is Marina. She's a new, one of the new cranky villagers. Or no. No, new normal villager. Yeah, she's one of the new normal villagers. Or she's an islander. I dropped my controller. She's a new island exclusive villager. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so there's like new villager interactions. You actually have friendships with them. Like you can have a best friend, like newer games from what I understand. You can't ask them for errands anymore. When you do an errand for them, though, and you take something to another villager, you can actually come back to the villager that gave you the errand and be like, hey, I did the thing. And they'll be like, yay, thank you so much. There's a lot of things like that. Item changes. Medicine is added, so villagers can now get sick. Party poppers are new. Excuse me, there's new songs. I'm just kind of looking through it. New Game Boy Advance stuff, apparently. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about this. You can hire Tom Nook to build objects around town, kind of like the, projects that you could do with Isabel. What are they called, Emmy? Shit. I don't remember what they're called. Something works projects. You can do that. And there's like the flower clock. You can build a giant Yoshi egg in your town. You can do street lamps. There's a helicopter, a helipad. There's guideposts. There's a Mario-style mushroom. Stonehenge, wind turbine, a well, just a random stack of pipes, a fountain, stuff like that. Yeah, E+ is the superior version of Animal Crossing, basically. There is a massive list here. There's a lot of new fish and bugs, ones that are like staples of the series now, like blue marlin, dab, horse mackerel, pufferfish, squid, birdwing butterfly. You can catch crabs, apparently, which is exclusive to this game, from what I understand. Dung beetle, fleas, Hercules beetles, hermit crabs. And yeah, that's just kind of the gist. But it's such a revamped game. And I'm like, if this ever gets fully recompiled, decompiled, whatever, or just gets an English translation, I will probably play through the game the same way I have with this, where we do a whole 15 months. Because it seems like such a different game. And like, if I'm going to play City Folk at some point after playing Wild World, I feel like City Folk has less changes from Wild World than E+ does from Animal Crossing. So like, that's something I want to do, especially considering I absolutely love this game. It seriously is contender for probably my favorite Animal Crossing game, which I'm very much surprised about. I said I would talk about a lot of final thoughts at the end of the series, whenever that comes, probably New Year's Day. But I do really love this game, despite its sort of primitiveness that, you know, Emmy kind of talked about. Public works projects, that's what they were called. Yeah, they're kind of like public work projects. You can fish the crabs. No, crabs are bugs. They fall under the bug category. So you get, I know they're not actually bugs, but you catch them on the net. So I guess you go down by the beach where the sand is, and you can just see them kind of crawling around. But yeah, you can dive for them in New Leaf and New Horizons. Also, one other thing I realized when watching a lot of Animal Crossing videos lately is the bugs. Like, not the, you know, like cricket bugs, but the bugs in this game with the code. Apparently, coconuts are supposed to be something you can get normally without having to go to the island. There's supposed to be a chance where they wash up on shore with the seashells, but because code was apparently copy and pasted from the island to the mainland, and they kind of screwed up its values, like its value is 4, I guess, or something like that, and the mainland is only coded to roll between like 0 and 3 or 1 and 3, so coconuts can never actually show up. Something really cool that I discovered. So, yeah. Bugs. Yeah, so like they fall under let me see if I still have it up. They fall under bugs. Yeah. It's on the beach. And it even shows a crab in a little one of those bug cages that you can see when you display bugs. I don't know if you can display bugs in this game, but when you hand them off to villagers. So yeah, you can give them the blathers and they'll go into your bug exhibit, which is weird, which is admittedly pretty weird. But yeah, I really hope I get the chance to play that game someday. Somebody has been decompiling, recompiling, whatever, doing that for years. I think it's only like 20% done as of a year ago, so it's got a long way to go. but it is something I will very much look forward to playing years from now. Even if it is like PC port. And I just feel like I'm kind of weird about playing something like Animal Crossing on the PC just because I cherish my time in Animal Crossing, and I wouldn't want to lose those files, and I feel like it's more likely for a PC error to lose my saves than it is for a console error. But that could just be me being paranoid. Alright, we'll go ahead and drop the question mark block. We will come back to it in a bit, maybe? Or maybe we'll do it now. Yeah, we'll do it now. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Like Wharf Bugs and Hermit. Yep. In New Horizons. Yep. Something you catch with BugNet. So, I have two options for how... for what room all this Nintendo stuff is going to go into, which is up here, which I do like this room a lot, even if its theming is kind of weird, like outdoor party. But I don't think things are gonna fit in here, because let me show how big the pipe is. The pipe is ridiculously large. Once I can find it. It's gonna be the last thing I check, isn't it? Yep. It's like a rich person's backyard. Exactly. So we drop the green pipe. This thing is fucking massive. And if we were to do a Nintendo room up here, that pipe would genuinely take up probably like 1/8 of the room. And we have other things like the Bullet Bill Blaster, which is, I think, 1 tile. A lot of the other stuff is 1 tile. So that is an option. We can cram the room. I'm not doing any other Nintendo items up there. It's just going to be the Mario set plus the Nintendo bench, which is all of the Nintendo codes. I might also get another Mario and Luigi statue to go up there. So I'm not going to do like the Master Sword here. I'm not going to do the NES games. This is still going to be like my game room, because that's what the modern set has always been for me. Is like my game room, like a very personalized room for me. You know, got guitars and stuff and music. It's just like kind of my room. So upstairs is an option. The other option, and I think I like this set just a tad bit more. The other option is the main room of this house, the classic set that I kind of have going on here. So you kind of see why I'm torn. Might fall asleep if I go radio silent, that's why. Completely understandable. So, I don't know. Because I looked throughout all the other rooms. I love my Regal set up here that has like the, some of the exclusive items, like the tissues, the rewards, the trophies, the bottled ship over there. All of the stuff that I could have in the basement, but decided to free up some room in the basement, because the basement is all of the like one-time items or very special items that you can't reorder. And obviously we're not going to put this stuff in a basement because I can't put flooring and wallpaper down. So it's not going to go in the main house. This house is, you know, the all seasonal, the 3 big holiday furniture sets. So we got snowman and festive stuff in the main room, harvest furniture up here, and then in the basement is the spooky set, which come tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this, because there is flooring and wallpaper for the set that I will want to have displayed. But once again, you can't change the flooring and wallpaper in your basement, which is so frustrating. And then in the last house, we have the lovely set. And upstairs is the cabin set? Not the cabin set. The ranch set. I think it's called. Yeah, the ranch set, which I also really like. So I've thought about it over like the past couple days. And I don't know. It's either going to be the main room of this house, the classic set, or it's going to be the upstairs of this house. And I'm so torn. I'm very torn. I'm leaning more towards the classic set just because I've got the ranch set in the upstairs here, which is kind of like a similar vibe, like a cozy, like wood set house, you know? So I unfortunately think this might be the way we go. There's also the option of me making the island home into the Nintendo set, but I have all of the island furniture or items now, so I want to turn that into a island home. So unfortunately, I think this is how this is gonna go. So I'll have to change characters. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still torn. I mean, if you're not asleep, which would you prefer? I want you to have the final decision here. Because there's not a ton of the Nintendo items, so with a good chunk of them being one tile only, I guess it wouldn't get too cramped in here. What do I have on me? Oh, it's a green pipe. I don't know. I might just have to put off redesigning this until later tonight, because I still can't decide. If the green pipe wasn't so damn big, I could do a mix of modern and Mario items in this room. The problem is the pipe is just so damn big. Alright, I'm going to assume Emmy fell asleep. I am going to... I think I'm going to go ahead and get another... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get another Luigi and Mario statue here. For the Mario room. Now, I know it's something you can get legit. It's also something that Nintendo distributed, so I'm just gonna ease up on this one. It's not a big deal. I really like the rich person, but it really is up to you. Yeah. I guess it would have to be the classic set to go. Well, let's hold off on the code. I guess we'll go ahead and switch characters now. Because the things that we still have planned for today is talking a lot about the island, some corrections to what I said last stream, going to Emmy's Town for more raffle tickets and candy, and decorating the house in the Animal Town. I kept hitting wrong letters because I'm tired. Just go to sleep. It's okay. Just let it go. Alright, so let's drop the green pipe. Well, if it's gonna go into the other house, then I could probably make a quick stop to Emmy's Town real quick. So that I can at least finish. Because I don't really have anything... Yeah. Sorry, incomplete thoughts. So that I can get the rest of the candy before Halloween and get all the October tickets that I can get. Because when I go to the island, I only have like these 5 things to carry. Reorganizing the house might be a bit of a problem, though. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do some villager hopping. Villager hopping? Some, God, what do I want to do here? There's so much going on. It's the day before Halloween and I have to do stuff. Okay, I've already given Jay, the other male character, I think I already had him go buy some candy, so I think he already has 5 pieces on him. I'm gonna send him to Emmy's Town. I'm gonna send him to Emmy's Town because once I start getting items tomorrow night from Jack, we're going to be dropping them on the ground, and we'll eventually have to switch over to him to pick them up and take them into his house. In turn, we could probably have him drop candy for James to pick up for the main male character. Unless it goes bad that quickly, I don't know. I guess we could just have him go track down Jack. That's an option. I would just have to make sure to drop it for James to pick up so it can go in his catalog. This is getting complicated. I have too much stuff going on. We're just gonna do this for now. We're gonna have him go get 1 to 6 raffle tickets and 5 pieces of candy. Or Emmy probably can't even get 5 pieces, actually, because her Nook store isn't fully upgraded. He only has 2 pieces of candy. We're gonna roll with the punches. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go. We're gonna roll with the punches, and yeah. Did he have mail? I don't know why this suddenly bothers me. He did not have mail. Hi, Porter. Oh, I got way off topic earlier, by the way. When I started talking about Dubitsu no Mori E+, and how much of an amazing version that is that I want to play, I started talking about the different ports of Animal Crossing. And around, I think after Wild World was released, there was a port to a system called the IQ, IQUE, which I think is a Japanese N64, like the N64 is built into the controller or something like that. So this is kind of just a funny coincidence that I had noticed. I'm going to flash the box art on the screen real quick here. So what's funny about this, when I saw this box art, is we have a lot of main characters on here. We have, you know, KK Slider, we have Blathers, Rover, Tom Nook, Porter. And then we have 2 random villagers. Or islanders, to be specific, because these are 2 island-exclusive villagers. Which is O'Hare and Melee? The irony in this is there are 18 villagers you can get in Animal Crossing, the one we are playing. The irony in this is those are the 2 islanders that I just so happened to get, coincidentally, from my island and from Emmy's island. And they just happen to be on the box art of that game. It's super random, but I figured while we were taking this train ride, which is basically the same every time, I would point this out. Super weird and cool coincidence. That's really all it is. That's really all there is there. It's a shame we never got to show Blanca. Am I confusing her with the Street Fighter character? I can't remember. The cat you can draw the face on. It's a shame I don't think we ever got to show her off in this series. Like, I think we saw her on the train, but she's interesting, and I don't remember the exact time or dates. but she will. If Emmy were to come to my town and meet Blanca, Emmy would be able to draw on her face, and then Flocka Waka would show up for like a week straight in my village between like 9 a.m. and noon or something like that, and it was only specific days. I can't remember, but it's definitely super interesting, and I don't think I ever got to show her off wandering around. I think I had made notes of it multiple times back in like September of 2023 because she was wandering around and I just wasn't streaming. All right. Does Emmy have shirts that I don't have? Noble shirt. Okay. She has an N64 logo. I should probably buy the shirts because they're cheap and I don't have a ton of money on this character. So we're gonna go for 6. She has 4 pieces of candy. We're gonna go. Oh, she also has the teacher chair today. Okay, I don't think I have enough money here, so I might steal some of Emmy's fruits. Not like she's gonna use it. Raffle tickets. I'm gonna be dropping all of this for James to pick up. Just because there's so many furniture items in this game that I can't quite remember if I have some of these stuff, like the Jersey barrier, I think I've had. Okay, so that should be 5. Yeah, that's 5. And we'll leave the N64 logo. Hopefully one of the villagers buy it. As if they could buy stuff, but you know. Okay, cool. We have plenty of money. Problem is we don't have plenty of space. Shit. Crap. What we might have to do here. I'm just trying to think. Okay. I could get another stack of raffle tickets. I might have more raffle tickets. Depending on my luck tomorrow, I might have more raffle tickets than I need. I might be able to clear out both my store and Emmy's store raffle items, in terms of raffle items. And have plenty of tickets left over. It's a risk, but last month my luck was so bad I blew through all of my raffle tickets, which I had a ton. I blew through all the raffle tickets without actually getting any of the items. I got 2 of the items, 1 or 2, but that was just in my own store. I didn't even get to make it to Emmy's town, which I was pretty sure was going to happen. Okay, we have 5 slots open after, well, we have 4 slots open, sorry, after we get these 2. So let's see. N64. Does the parasol give me a raffle ticket? It does. Oh, no, this works out perfectly. I can just buy these. Or no. God, okay. I have to buy the 2 wallpapers, the 2 floorings, and the N64 logo to have what I need. I think I can safely sell the wallpaper and flooring. I'm pretty sure I have mostly all wallpaper and flooring in my catalog. My main character's catalog that aren't, like I said, Wendell or Saher's stuff. Okay, and now we've run into the money problem. $480. I'm gonna have to go grab some fruit. I think I saw a pear tree on the way here. I don't think the journal signpost gives me a raffle ticket. And I don't think Emmy's Town has need of oranges. We're about to find out, though, if these sell for terrible prices. It should be, what, 1,500 if it's not native? Yes. So how much more money are we looking at? I probably need another 5 grand. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. $3,200. I'm going to assume it's that high because it's palace tile. What is this? Shanty wall. 800 bells. Actually, we have enough raffle tickets now. We don't have to get, yeah, we don't have to get the N64 logo. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, the Nooklings are completely cleaned out. I could buy the Parasol at my next town, but I can only get 2 more raffle tickets between my town and Emmy's town, so we're done here. This one single raffle ticket will go into the stack of 4 that Jamie has. Okay. Alright. That was a lot. Nothing else to do. Let's go ahead and head on back. Hopefully there wasn't anything else to do. I just realized my Wii's clock is like 10 minutes ahead right now. I adjusted the GameCube clock, I have not adjusted the Wii clock quite yet. I'll have to keep this in mind for tomorrow. I'm probably going to forget to change it again, so I'll have to keep it in mind for tomorrow, because I kind of want to start a little bit before 8 p.m., before Halloween begins, because I don't know if... I have a feeling Gracie Grace will disappear. Once that all starts, so I would like to get all my shirts from Gracie Grace. I kind of would like to get my raffle out of the way, at least a little bit out of the way, before it begins. So I'd probably want to start around 7:30. Maybe 7:20, just because, you know, to accommodate for the 10 minutes. And there's a possibility we could go till 1 a.m. I don't really remember how long trick-or-treating takes. I do remember I have to search around for Jack. And we will head to Emmy's Town for the raffle if need be. We might just run there anyway, because I'm really curious if I can participate in trick-or-treating. On her town. At her town. Alright, so I'm gonna go and drop everything. this area is about to get flooded with items. Just drop all this stuff, see if it gets added to my catalog. Hand cart. The other stuff that I want to sell over here. Hopefully they don't go to lost and found. I think they might only get put lost and found if they've been sitting around for more than a day. Something like that. Alright. I'm going to remove the candy here just so I don't forget that I have it on me tomorrow. I think I looked it up a week ago or so. I'm only missing flooring, wallpaper, and maybe 2 or 3 furniture items from Jack, so hopefully I get them this time. The problem last year that, like the reason I didn't get everything that I needed last year was because I only played Animal Crossing for maybe 4 or 5 days in October, so I didn't have enough candy to do it for very long. And I also kind of was going through the process of learning how trick-or-treating worked, so I unnecessarily gave candy to the villagers so they wouldn't trick me. Which now I know, or at least I seem to remember, I need to save all my candy for Jack. No candy for the villagers, let them trick you. Don't keep any spooky items in your pockets or else they'll turn it into like Jack-in-the-Boxes and stuff like that. Okay, Jamie. So, as much as I love the classics set that I've got going on, it's gonna be the one to go, unfortunately. I've got mail. Oh, right, I ordered, I went through the catalogs of my 3 other characters to see if they had any of the flooring or wallpaper or parasols that my main character is missing in his catalog. And I ordered what he was missing. So mosaic wall there, I don't believe I've bought that. Actually, that might have been for sale yesterday. Hold on. No, I still need the mosaic wall. Okay, so that's number 60. Out of 67 wallpapers. So that'll go up in my catalog once my other character gets his grubby hands on it. So let's look around real quick for any items that cannot be replaced. I don't think I have anything that's can't be replaced here. I think this loot is purchasable. I think everything here is purchasable. I'm gonna go ahead and take this diary because I do want it for this character. And I don't have anywhere to put that up here. And it needs to be on something for me to be able to read it if memory serves. Otherwise, it's just something I walk over. Crap. We're already running into issues. I don't remember if there's Regal end tables. I will get a Regal end table in the future, but for now... Hopefully I'll remember to do that, but I have a feeling I'm going to forget about a lot of stuff by the end of this stream because we've got so much going on. Now we begin stripping the house. I'm going to not take it to Tom Nook. I will leave it for James to sell. Just in case there's anything there that isn't in my catalog. I'm being very thorough about this, which is going to make everything take a tad bit longer. So we are going to... Let's do this. This classic chair that I left here for myself is no longer needed. So question mark block. I might want that folk guitar for my house. For, like, James's. For James's house. It's so hard to... For this character's house, because I think he has a acoustic guitar in there. I think it's called a country guitar. There's a folk guitar that's, I think, just the same thing, but it's colored a little differently. I don't know if I'd be able to fit it in that main house, though. I have so much stuff going on. Alright, so now, the way we're going to do this... You guys actually kind of get to see some of this stuff before I kind of figure out where I want to put it. There's some cool things with some of these items that I want to show off, too. But, you know, all in due time. Wallpaper. Yeah, this is nice. I don't know why, I like the Mario furniture items more in this game than I do in New Leaf, New Horizons, just because the 3D models are so kind of, like, classic looking. I don't want to use the word primitive. It's just so classic looking. I really dig it. Cannon. Like, I think in New Horizons and New Leaf, they're more modeled to be similar, maybe aside from the flagpole. Some of the stuff is more modeled to be basically 3D models of Mario 1, like Bullet Bill Cannon and maybe Fire Flower. Whereas, like, the Fire Flower actually has a face, so it's more like the new Super Mario Bros. Style in that game. Okay, birch flooring, stone wall. We're actually going to have more room than we need. So I probably will get Mario and Luigi statues. And then I'll probably maybe make a second NES collection in here. Maybe. This is long-term stuff. Like, the main NES collection is gonna be in the main room. Or in the main house, the modern room. And then any extras we get, because I do get a lot of extras from the island. Any extras can go into this house, because this house, just as a reminder, is also kind of the what I consider to be the museum exhibit room for this game. Because in like New Leaf, I would make a museum exhibit, because you can do that in New Leaf, your own personal, put furniture and stuff in. I'll make a museum exhibit and put all the, like, one-time or special items in there. And that's kind of what this is. At least the basement. It's kind of going up to the attic, like I said, with the fishing trophy. Fishing trophies? With the... Yeah, with the sports fair medals and the fishing trophies. Which I'm starting to think now, I don't think I have the silver trophy. In my main character's catalog. I think I didn't see it the other day. I don't think it matters that much, though. Because it's not like Wisp can really give it to me. I'm not going for 100% catalog completion, just as a reminder. I know I do talk about filling up the catalog as much as possible. But it's not for completion, it's to get Wisp to give me the remaining art pieces that I need so I can finish off my, what's it called? My, art museum exhibit. I think I'm going to leave the TV in here. Just because it feels right. I'm not sure why, but it just feels right. Alright. So I still have some stuff on me. This area is becoming quite full. Classic painting, I already know that's something I have. We could actually keep the gyroids. Since we're gonna have all this extra room, I might just keep the gyroids. Super Mushroom, Coin, Starman. I might just keep the gyroids. just for a little extra flavor with the sound in there. Because I don't think I'll be adding a... I don't believe I will be adding music in here. Alright, so... There's nothing on the back of this Nintendo bench, is there? No, it just looks like a regular bench from the backside. Let's go and throw down the coin. The really cool thing that I like about the Starman in this game, and I don't remember if it does this in New Leaf New Horizons. If you turn it on, you actually flash along with it, like you're invincible. Which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. Everything you can kind of interact with everything. And it'll make sounds. Flag actually doesn't move here, unfortunately. Classic fireball sound. Block doesn't do anything. And then the bullet bill blaster sometimes shoots. Yeah, you have to be on one side of it. It'll shoot away from you always. It just goes through the window. Actually, it kind of looks like it flattens. So yeah. Well, I guess we'll put the pipe in the back so it can't really obscure your vision of anything that's towards the back. Like, if we put it in the front, it could be in the way. If that makes sense. Same with the flagpole. And I think that's all I'm going to do for the back here, because we're going to leave a lot of space for NES consoles to go on the ground. Unfortunately, I don't think I can buy the NES consoles again, so that is quite unfortunate. You know what? Maybe I'll bring the classic couch back in here, just so we can kind of have a slight bit of remnants of what this room once was, if that makes sense. Let's do the bullet bill cannon here. Unfortunately, the question mark block doesn't float. How's the Nintendo bench gonna look here? It looks out of place. I don't know why this is the only non-Mario themed thing. You know? I don't know why this is the only non-Mario themed thing that's in this set. It's just blatant, I guess, advertising. Nintendo.com. Go there. If we were any other company, by now, this website would be viruses or porn. Some shit. So can I still shoot this if I put these two blocks here? Yes, I can. Can I put anything on top of these blocks? Yes! Okay, that's actually what we could do with the diary. At least I hope that's what we can do with the diary. Put it on the brick block here. Yeah! Hell yeah. So many events coming up next month. I don't think we're celebrating any of these on stream. We're gonna do the fishing tourney. But I think everything else, we're at that point where we've wrapped around where I've hit all these events last year and they're not gonna really be any different. The only reason we're doing Halloween and Christmas is because I didn't get all the furniture from both last year. Oh, but we got the fire flower that needs to go somewhere. I'm not going to care about the HRA score for this room. I've already gotten all the HRA stuff, so I guess there's no way to really have it faced towards the wall. And I might change this around, but for now, this is kind of how we're gonna have it. Plenty of room. I gotta go get the statues. And then everything else down here, I did buy this and leave this, because since this is gonna be a Nintendo-themed room, I should probably, you know, get my plumber on, you know? Once we get back to James, he's gonna be on cleanup duty, unfortunately. Okay, let's go buy or get those two statues. And then I don't think I have any other spare NES games kind of hanging around aside from the ones that are in the island house, which I'm not sure if I'm going to keep yet. That house is a mess once we get around to renovating it. Alright, so let me pull up the trophies. Other things. One M. Oh, that's a lowercase f. Really trying to throw me off with this. Problem is, I have to also make sure I'm looking at the right thing and not looking at the codes of something above it. D6 T U J7 L T S. So we can get this legit, but I've already gotten it legit twice through Wisp, and this is a officially distributed code. Once again, I don't really care too much about this. It's not cheating. Okay, Luigi trophy. E. I'm gonna assume this is an uppercase O and not a 0. K, T, B, X. I'm really glad I decided WD. I'm really glad I decided to do all of the other codes not on the stream. I was going to do them on stream, but I figured it could take forever. Once I found out that there's like 27 characters. Terminator 2. 8 V E U C W B J. And I assume you can redeem this code as many times as you want. So if I wanted multiple mushrooms, I could keep getting them. Another good thing is if you incorrectly put in the password, he'll let you try again and he'll keep the code there. So let's see. So that O is probably a 0. No. I have a feeling it was an O because I haven't had to do any zeros yet. Okay, so let's see. E0KTVXIJ7WDZRJ UIT28VPQC capital W lowercase b. So if I want to you know, make the room feel a little more full later on down the line, I can definitely go get more mushrooms or whatever. I don't really know if I want to stock up on any of one item. I think having one of each item is nice. So now I gotta find that. Now I gotta find that classic sofa, because we are gonna keep that here. We could also do the classic chair, considering the TV only takes up one tile. Let's see how the chair looks. Stiff, but it fits. I don't know. I really like the classic couch. I think it's cool looking. And maybe down the line I can get a bigger TV here. A TV that takes up 2 tiles. That's definitely an option. Alright, let's see, Mario trophy. Luigi trophy. Right behind the couch. That looks good. Got balloon hunt, or balloon fight. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good start to something that I will be able to continue working on. More. Down the line. It's a shame because I've gotten tons of Wario Woods and tons of baseball from the island because they're not common, but for the I don't know, they're the island exclusive items, so I've gotten a ton of them. And I just kind of started just like putting a lot of them back into the ground and hoping that O'Hare would give me something different, something better. But yeah, that's pretty nice. I dig it. I dig it a lot. I just love when you zoom in. I don't do this enough. When you zoom in, you get a better look at the details. Right through the mushroom. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Well, that's one of 2 rooms down. I mean, that room's a work in progress, but now we're gonna go back to James, and we're gonna stick with him for the remainder of the stream. But yeah, I'm glad. It was hard to let go of the classic set, but I'm glad I did. That, because I don't think I was able to make a Nintendo room in New Horizons. I think I already had like my rooms kind of set by the time I think it was the 2.0 update that introduced the Mario items. I think by the time the 2.0 update came around, I was already like happy with my rooms. Alright. Cleanup time. So, let's see, we've got this row. Yeah, this row, I gotta take these. Makes another stack of 5. That row, or these 5 items here, are gonna go to the island for the idea that I have regarding the furniture set. And then everything else here is sell. What acoustic guitar do I have in here? Is it country or folk? I don't think they ever outright call it just an acoustic guitar. It's called the country guitar. So the folk guitar is the one that's got like a more natural top to it, I think. There it is. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room in here for both of them. Pick up some damn candy. Yeah, it's got a more natural top, whereas the this one's more of a cherry top. To anybody who doesn't know about guitars, I'm sorry, I'm confusing the hell out of you. It's my guitar nerd-isms coming out a little bit. Okay, so we have an extra candy on us now. So we're gonna just have to start selling stuff. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing super duper important as I'm picking up. And then around the end of it, we'll check to see how the catalog is looking. Because I know this mosaic wall is about to be checked off. You know, once I can actually pick it up. And maybe we'll actually get back up to 90K. By the end of this. Just from selling that furniture set. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my golden tools down here just to make some room. I should have just left them down earlier. I could also just maybe put the golden bug net and the golden fishing rod and even the golden axe into storage of sorts. Because I don't need them. I don't see myself cutting down any trees. I've kind of already done what I needed to with the town. If I need a bug net or a fishing rod, I could just carry around a standard one with me. I don't know. What I do know is I kind of like this loot. I'm gonna throw it into my house real quick. Just as something to keep. Which means I have to pick up another piece of candy. Come on, man. Okay. Alright. Let's see, just make sure everything is something I do want to sell. We're almost there. One more trip after this. I didn't even check those 4 items I just picked up. Classic painting, already have it. I am certain of that. It's not even something I need to double guess or double guess. Double do it. It's nothing I need to do a double take on. I've seen it for sale enough in Nook's store to know that I've already donated it to the museum. Oh, we're not going to get to 90K. I severely overestimated how much he was going to give me for all this stuff. You know, that jukebox actually wouldn't be too bad in that house. To have some kind of music going on in there. I had 2 loots in that house. I will drop it and I will think about it over the next day or so, whether or not I want it in that house. And that should be everything, right? Starting to get it cleaned up. It's gonna be very, very cleaned up after tomorrow with all those raffle tickets going away. Alright, and just out of curiosity, because we're not going to be getting any more new items today, let's see what the catalog's looking like. 76, so I think we got 1 new item, which would be the question mark block. 60, so the whatever mosaic wall I think that we picked up is new. That's still 58, 82, yeah. No new gyroids. All right. I don't know if I'm going gonna need any of this stuff. Like, I might need the shovel. We'll take the shovel. I don't think I'm gonna need the shovel, but... Alright, so let me get my GBA plugged in and we're gonna go to the island. So... I kind of talked about this earlier. A correction that I need to make from last stream. I did make the statement that you couldn't go to Animal Island if you're playing on the Wii, just because that was my experience. We lost somebody when we went to Emstown. No! We lost Groucho. That was one of the villagers I didn't want to lose. Oh my god. And I think that might be the last villager that had been here with us from the beginning. Tangy might have been here with us from the beginning. I think she might have moved in early on. I think we just lost our last villager. God. Oh. Was it worth it for the candy and raffle tickets? Absolutely not. I really started come to like Groucho. Alright, well we got a new villager. Admiral. What are you looking at? Were you talking to me? I don't see any other people around here. So were you? Oh hey, sorry. I'm sorry, I had no idea what came over me just then. I'm not usually so surly. Oh wait, yes I am. Is he grumpy? Is he a replacement to Groucho? Anyway, I'm Admiral. It's a pleasure meeting you. Aye, aye. I don't know how I feel. I kind of like him. Oh, James, again. How wonderful for me. Aye, aye. So then, aye, aye. Why are you here? Hey, have you figured out how to catch that annoying little purple butterfly? I just can't do it. The blasted thing always gets away from me. You've got to teach me your secrets. In exchange, I'll teach you how to squish cockroaches real good. He's got unique text. I'm just running over here hoping his house is still here. It's not. Oh. Hi, Emmy. Well, Emmy, in your abandoned town, you probably now have a Groucho. That is so disappointing. That genuinely, like I said... Like, I think Maple and Groucho were the two that I absolutely did not want to lose. I don't want to lose Jay, but I've lost him before and I know I can deal with it. I like Stella too, but like I like a lot of my villagers, but like Groucho and Maple were the two that are like, no touch, no touchy, do not take, please. Well, that put a little bit of a damper on my mood. Do you have any jobs you want me to do? I can't tell if he's grumpy or not. Perhaps I do have a use for someone with your skills. Oh boy, I'm going to be joining the Suicide Squad. You motherfucker! I need you to take a camera to Groucho. I don't know where that little rat lives. I thought we were friends, but this so-called friend of mine moved away without telling me. What do you say? You can suck my ass and lick my balls. You filthy swine. Are you trying to get under my skin, you slime ball? Yeah, I think oh no, he's just mad. I can't tell if he's grumpy villager or not. We're not off to a good start with him, though. And Pongo's mad. Okay. Or was mad. Alright, so yeah, last stream I made the statement that you couldn't go to Animal Island if you were playing on the Wii because the Game Boy doesn't seem to be detected. At least that was in my experience. This is incorrect. If you're playing with the Animal Crossing disc inside your Wii, which for some reason my Wii doesn't accept GameCube discs, like it has the GameCube ports on the top for the controller and the memory cards, but it just, I don't know, the disk drive's faulty in some way. It's always read Wii discs perfectly fine, but for some reason it just won't accept GameCube discs. So that if you have the GameCube disc in your Wii, everything's perfectly fine. If you're playing through something like USB Loader GX like I am, I didn't know this, but you need to go into the loader settings and enable something called native control. It's under the Nintendo setting, so that the console and the game will be able to detect your GBA. So now, here we are on the Wii, first time actually being able to interact with Cap'n. Let's go to the island. And while we're kind of on the topic of the island, I have a lot of notes for the island, but something cool that I made discovery-wise, and I might be incorrect on this, but from the one interaction that I had with the islander, this is true. It did happen. So if you leave it, when you leave fruit on the island to be able to interact with your islander through the GBA to make them happy, or sad if you give them the fruit they don't like, you can actually leave candy and have them eat it through the GBA. And in my experience, from the one piece of candy I gave him, that completely filled up his happiness, whereas usually it takes 2 to 3 pieces of fruit, sometimes 4 pieces of fruit to fill up his happiness. I think it's 3. I think it's universally 3 in my experience, because it would be weird that it... Yeah. So, if you already have all the spooky furniture or just don't care about participating in Halloween, that's something you can do for October. Instead of bringing a bunch of fruit on the island, you can just bring candy, and it instantly fills up their happiness. That, like I said, I didn't want to use a ton of candy. I used 1 piece of candy just out of curiosity, and that was my experience. That might have been a fluke, but that's just my experience. So, while we have Cap'n like this, I would like to make yet another correction from something I said last stream. Last stream I said, it doesn't seem like Cap'n will let you go anywhere. Like, once you get back to the mainland or to the island and you are like, hey, take me home, he actually won't do it until you go indoors. I'm incorrect about this. You just need to refresh the acre you just need to leave the acre. And it's completely obvious, and I never noticed, because Cap'n needs to turn his boat around. So if you actually try to talk to him right now, he usually has some funny text. Ye scurvy dog, ye swine. Didn't we just get here? We can't just head back, why don't you do yourself a favor and have a look-see around the island? Don't that look like sound like some fun now? James, don't be such a jellyfish. Ye plenty old enough to get up to some shenanigans. You get going. So if we do leave the acre, come back, and it'll be turned around and ready to go. So I was going into the museum every time last stream just to get him to refresh. All I needed to do was leave the acre. I planted some orange trees, and since this island is always summer, you'll now hear we have some cicadas just kind of making their noises, which I love. I love hearing it in these games. What's up, O'Hare? Now, how are you doing, James? Well, I hope. Who? Me? Aloha? I suppose I'm great, or so I'm told. Yes. What is it, James? Ah, so good to see you. I'm in the mood for a chat. Let's speak of things refined, yet bold and daring. Sure. No, one second. One second thought. Let's cancel. It's a waste of my time. I can't bear any babbling. Aloha. Sorry. So while I'm on corrections, before we get started with the house, when I posted the previous spot to YouTube, someone had made a comment kindly correcting me of a few things. 2 things, to be specific, which one of them involves talking to your islander. First off, when I said the islanders will request furniture from you when you talk to them sometimes, and that is basically sheer luck that in my experience that you had said furniture. Otherwise, if you leave the island and try to go get the furniture, if you turn off your game, they will not request the same furniture again. So it seemed to me that it was a completely random thing on whether or not you would actually have the furniture they requested. Apparently this is incorrect. According to, I think, Jeffing Off was the username. I hope I got that right. I hope I remembered that right. I hope I said that right. They will have a set 8 items that they are always looking for, and after spending another week on the island, in my experience, this does seem correct. I didn't look it up to verify this is correct. I'm going to trust them on that, but that does seem to be correct. However, a second statement that was made, not correcting me, but just pointing out a fun fact, does not seem to be correct, which is the animals on Animal Island have their own unique personalities, so they don't share like Jock or Grumpy or Snooty or anything like that the villagers have on the mainland. I could be wrong, because we've seen how much I have been wrong, how many corrections I've made this stream. But on my research from Nookopedia and Animal Crossing fandom, that it doesn't seem to be the case that they have their own special personalities. They do have their own set of text that they say, so they will never say the same thing that the mainlanders say, which, you know, thank God for that, because New Leaf is the only game that has a massive script to keep text from ever being stale. But based on the list and article that I saw, they do share the same personalities as mainland villagers such as Snooty, Jock, Cranky, Peppy, etc. So the only thing that is unique to them is their text, which is nice. So I just had to point that out. Thank you again to Jeffing Off. I love the username, if I'm remembering it correctly, who corrected me on the VOD of that, and doing so very kindly, because there are a lot of people on the internet who will correct you in very mean ways. So, on to the reason why we are here. As of a couple days ago, I have gotten all of the island exclusive furniture, and I'm going to be using that furniture to decorate our house. This house is a complete and utter mess right now. I do have duplicates of a lot of stuff like the beach chairs and the surfboards, but we are going to organize this house. We're going to try our best to organize this house and make it look pretty good. I got very lucky with the last island exclusive item, which I think was the beach table. So I'd planted my 5 items and gotten onto the game via the GBA and gotten O'Hare to put items in. When I came back, the first 3 items that I dug up were all Wario's Woods for the NES, which according to Nookopedia are 5% chance items to get. I just had a Monster Hunter like style moment there where it's like, whoa, I just got like 2 or 3 Rathalos rubies, which are like 3% chances on this quest or something like that. It's just such a unique feeling that it gave me. It was weird in a good way. So I don't even know where to begin. I definitely have more items than I need. Like, I brought some items with me that I thought would go well in this house we're gonna be decorating. But I've also got so many like treasure chests and duplicates and stuff like that that I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this. We are gonna be taking out some furniture like the cabin bed. I might be keeping this cabana table and the cabana vanity. I don't know. I'm kind of happy with the stuff that's in here now. It's just we have so many items that we need to move some stuff around. I also need to see Sahara again because the flooring wallpaper that I'm going for this house are exclusive to Wendell and Sahara. So I already got lucky with Wendell a couple days ago. I think it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. And he did give me the Tropical Vista wallpaper. So now I'm just waiting to get the flooring. So that's going to be a little off, unfortunately. And yeah, other than that, I've got no idea how I'm going to go about this house, man. It's gonna be interesting. Well, let's just start off with the simple. The bed is gonna be replaced with a hammock. You really can't? Really? Okay. We're gonna have to start dropping some stuff out here, which we don't have a lot of room because O'Hare has been planting a lot of flowers. I could dig them up, the flowers, but it's a ranch bed, not cabin bed. But that could make it harder because I still rely on O'Hare to help me fill up my catalog a little bit just by putting furniture into the ground and stuff like that and getting new ones. That's how I got my most recent piece of art, too. Is there nothing else I'm willing to... Let's drop all of the surfboards. I have quite a few surfboards right now. Surfboard. Where else? I probably have more surfboards than I need. Life ring. Life ring wasn't an island exclusive item on that list, but it does seem to be island exclusive because I've only gotten them from, and I get them quite commonly. I've only gotten them from having max happiness and gold shovel with the islander. So how do we want to do this? I do kind of want to get a different TV. I might go back to the town and order 2 of those big screen TVs. One for the Nintendo room that we just did, and one for this room. I don't know. Really right now our problem is going to be maneuvering through this room. Can't push that back right now. These wave breakers take up so much space too. I want to keep Spaceman Sam. I know he's so out of place, but I like how he's just kind of trying to like stealthily blend in with Diver Dan. I don't know. I dug him up. O'Hare gave me him, and I'm like, you know what? This is hilarious. We're gonna do this. I want to keep the swimming pool because it's both in place and out of place at the same time with this room. I do like the train set. I'm not sure though. I'll probably take Donkey Kong and Excite Bike here and take them back to mainland and put them in the Nintendo room. I do want to keep Baseball and Wario Woods in here because they are the island exclusive items. Or island exclusive NES games. That painting is gonna go. There's just so little room. Because I know this is an indoor room, but I'm trying to make it between the flooring and, or the soon-to-be flooring and the wallpaper, it's going to be outdoorsy. So the barbecue would make sense out here. I put a life ring not there. I'm going to put a life ring here to free up some space. This is rough. Yeah, the tiki torch. I want to do tiki torches at the entrance. I think I bought 2 at least. I might not have bought 2. I think I might have just wanted to experiment with them. Or with the 1. No, I did buy 2. Alright, so we're gonna have... We're gonna have you 3 in the back of the room. I'm trying to think. Hopefully I have that second hammock on me. There we go. 2 hammocks. I don't really like that. I have an idea, though. think I have an idea. I do have an idea. I need to go outside, though. Yeah, this one's going to be a little harder to... That's the ranch bed. This one's going to be a little harder to do just because of the sheer amount of stuff. Unlike the Nintendo room, once I get this room finished, though, it's going to be actually finished and not like a work in progress. Just because of the sheer amount of stuff I have. So let's put a surfboard back here. And then we might have to get rid of the train set. Diver Dan. Spaceman Sam, where are you? There you are. It's so out of place, but I love it. We'll put a wave breaker over here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You know what? The Apple TV actually might work pretty well in here. Pick up the snow cone machine. The other tiki torch here. I want to keep the pineapple bed because that also kind of fits. I'm thinking of like Hawaiian pizzas because, you know, Hawaiian, tropical Hawaiian also has pineapple in the pizza. That might be a bit of a stretch, but I think that bed fits in here. At least it fits in here a lot better than the cabin bed or ranch bed or whatever it was. I'm going to go ahead and remove these NES games. Those will be going back to the homeland. The homeland? The motherland. They'll be going back to the mainland with me. They were just random things that I had dug up that I decided to keep. Where did that go? Excite Bike. I just skipped over it. Okay, so this is starting off well. I think we'll go ahead and push the TV back. And then we'll do... Where? We'll do life rings in front of Diver Dan. And I'm gonna want a table, like a side table, because I'm gonna put the NES games on the cabana table here. I was originally thinking about doing a cabana set, or cabana, however it's pronounced. I was originally thinking about doing a cabana set. But ultimately decided and I'll probably still have some cabana furniture here and there. But ultimately decided that I didn't want this to strictly be a cabana set, which is something I've already done in this game before. I wanted it to... How do I word this? I wanted it to be the island exclusive stuff and more special stuff like the Tropical Vista wallpaper and flooring once I get it. I'm gonna replace these with... I think treasure chests could look cooler in front of Diver Dan. That umbrella's gonna block it off a little bit. And then we can have, because I think there's more treasure chests than anything else. Well, maybe not more treasure chests than life rings. God damn it. God damn it. Let's put you... Really? Oh, I was too close. Put you down right here. Treasure chest. Put one at the foot of the hammock. We'll keep that one closed. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this table right here, right now. I'm gonna take this painting and just put a surfboard right there. The painting and not the vanity. This exotic lamp, I think is what this is. Yeah, exotic lamp. The painting and the exotic lamp. I'm gonna go outside. I'm pretty sure I checked the painting and I already donated it. It doesn't sound like me to just immediately put it in my house without checking. I'll check once I get back to mainland, though. I'm fairly confident it's already been donated, though. Okay. We got another surfboard here, and then everything else that's out here right now can be taken home. While we've got the music in here, there's something worth noting about the music, which is a weird segue. It's like, huh? We've already talked about music a ton just a couple of streams ago. I could be wrong on this, but in my experience, another thing that's worth noting is that if you do get a stereo or a boombox or something of that kind from your islander or bring one from the mainland, for some reason your music isn't there. So I check out my music here. My library is not here from the mainland, so it doesn't transfer over, it seems. So, yeah, you have to go get more music from KK if you want music in your island house. Maybe if you bring the boombox or the vinyl player or whatever from the mainland, it'll keep the music, but at least I dug this up and from O'Hare burying it, and my music was not there. So that's interesting. If you wanted another completion goal, interestingly enough, other than maybe getting all music for all of your houses and all bugs and fishes for all of your houses, if you wanted another completion goal, just because you play this game so much, maybe you can get all the music for the island as well. Just another thing to do. I went ahead and, because it was conveniently Saturday that day, I think, I went ahead and got 4 songs that I figured would fit the island that well, pretty well, or at least songs that 2 songs that I liked, 2 songs that would fit the island. So Surf and KK and KK Mambo kind of fit the island pretty well, in my opinion. And then I got KK Bassa and Go KK Rider, 2 of my favorite KK songs in this game. Anyway, I guess we don't need the pineapple bed anymore now that we have the hammocks. So what do we have on us? Surfboard, train set, life ring, beach chair, ukulele, barbecue. The surfboards don't look good from the side. Barbecue here? Yeah, maybe not next to the vanity. Maybe we move the vanity. Something tells me we might not be keeping the vanity. I don't know how I feel about the barbecue. Surfboard. We have 2 surfboards. Can we... I can't swap the places of those 2. Oh, I did. There's just no animation. There's a 3rd surfboard here. The wave breaker takes up so much space, I don't think we're going to have another one in this room. I think the 1 is good enough. I had some wallpaper over here that was just kind of an idea. I also kind of liked if I didn't want to do the tropical set, but I think hands down the tropical set is the way to go. The tropical flooring and wallpaper is the way to go. The wood paneling works. especially with this flooring, but yeah, that's gonna get taken outside. I don't think we can do the vanity anymore, so we're gonna take the pineapple bed, the wood paneling, and the vanity, the cabana vanity outside, and I think what's in here right now will be staying, maybe aside from a life raft or two. And you know what I can also do is make future James's job a little bit easier, rather than bringing items to the island. And that's what all of these items are, is me burying stuff that I'm just gonna have O'Hare dig up. I think I have a couple... I think I have a couple wallpapers here and there. I might just replace the wallpapers with items. Or no, are they all items at this point? Oh, I should turn my Game Boy off at this point to save its battery. Red sofa. Okay, so they all got replaced with items. Okay, so wood paneling, and we buried the pineapple bed. Anything else here? The train set takes up a lot of space. The wave breaker's gonna go. I want to try to make the train set to work, but I don't know. Should I push this back? No. The beach chairs are going to be sticking out quite a bit. Because they're going to be kind of the equivalent of the couch. I mean, I guess I could push the beach chairs up. I don't know. What do the surfboards look like from behind? Okay. They're kind of tall, though, which could be a problem. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Any more surfboards? There's got to be at least one more, right? No. I think the life rings really are the things that we have the most of. It's definitely getting cramped. So we got the barbecue. I'm gonna take the surfboard here. Surfboard. How's it look up next to the wave breaker? Not that good. Huh. I have another idea for the surfboards, but let me do this first. Barbecue. HRA is not evaluating this house, so should be fine. Snow cone maker isn't really all that well seen, but I don't really like it as a furniture item. I just want to have it in here because it's a island exclusive. I'll probably take the gyroid out. If I can get 2 cabana end tables once I get back to the mainland, I will do that. Trying to think. These 2 surfboards might actually just go bye-bye. I mean, I can put one here. I don't really care too much how they look from the side, like I said. Are the life rings seats, out of curiosity? No. That would be really cool, though. These tiki torches aren't going to be able to stay, are they? Because of the way these beach chairs are. Let's take a look at what we got. Treasure chest. Ukulele I want a table for. The train isn't going to work for sure now. I want to make the azalea bonsai work. How many life rings do we have in storage? Just 2? Oh, treasure chest. Oh, okay. I really like the treasure chest. That's why I'm, like, kind of going out of my way to make sure they stay in this room. I think they're really cool. Where the hell did I just put that last treasure chest right here? I think that works. It's going through the wall a little bit, but whatever. Red boombox. I'm gonna get a table for this. Yeah, just play that. So 2 life rings, surfboard. I'm still not even sure how I feel about this table here. You know, we could probably... Yeah, I think I'd like this better. I don't feel like picking it up and putting it down again. Once we get a cabana end table, I don't even know if that exists in this game. I don't even know if I have it in my catalog. But once we get one, hoping I have it, I can put the boombox on that table. I don't think I'm gonna do a whole, like, pretend the beach chairs are like a sofa. I'm gonna try to figure something else out here. You know what? Yeah, the thought just crossed me. What are beach chairs for? You know, the idea is what are beach chairs for? Well, they're for getting some sun. So, what if we make it so you get some sun from this window? It's a little cramped, but whatever. Let's see how this works. I know that's the wrong way. Trying to do this without picking stuff up and putting it down repeatedly, and I think I'm just making it harder on myself. Beach chair. Yeah. I still would like another beach table, but that was the last item that I had gotten. I don't think the player can get into the chairs. Oh, you can. Nice. And I think this way that... oh, I can actually roll from chair to chair. That's pretty cool. So hopefully the cabana table with this on it won't look too out of things. We could just put it on the other side. And I still want to get a cabana table with the ukulele on it. And maybe I could get a cabana couch here, so this actually satisfies my itch to have a TV with NES games on a table and then a couch. So what does that leave? A ton of life rings. Well, obviously some of them are going to get gone. That kind of works, though, right there. What else? Ukulele. We're throwing that down. I don't know where it's going to be quite yet, but I definitely don't want to get rid of that. Another life ring. Another life ring. Oh, I had 2 ukuleles in here. Another surfboard. Okay, so 2 life rings and 2 surfboards are probably gonna get tossed. I have the 1 surfboard back there. And that's probably all I'm gonna be able to do. These are all the way back now. I'm just trying to think if there's anywhere else I can put another surfboard, but no, I think we're just gonna have to do a one surfboard in this room. And I definitely want to figure out somewhere for these. These are really beautiful. And I think that's all she wrote. So we're gonna do 3 cabana end tables, if they exist, and a cabana couch, or maybe just a cabana chair, preferably a cabana couch. So it's not quite finished, but this is probably as good as it's gonna get. Just trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna need to wait. It's actually 4:44, which means it's 4:54 on land. So I gotta get back as fast as possible. I'll worry about what I'm gonna do with all these items. Can't even carry them all. I'll leave the wood paneling, I'll come back for it. We gotta get back to town. It's 4:53. Because if I put in an order for the cabana stuff, before 5, I should get it. If memory serves. And I don't know if we've ever seen Gulliver? Pete. I don't know if we've ever seen Pete on stream in this game yet. He shows up at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. when he delivers letters. He will drop down and you can talk to him briefly. And I would like to try to aim for that, but we're really close. It's gonna be really close. If I want to get both Gulliver and, or I'm sorry, Pete and an item or 2, I might have to just do an item or 2 and then go wait for Pete, rather than trying to get all 4. I think Cabana will be near the top of the list, which helps. Once I can get off this damn boat. What time? 4:55. We got 5 minutes. I haven't really explored around the village today. Nor have I talked to any of the villagers. We might do that. We'll probably do that before we end stream. We're coming up on the end here, though. I've done a lot of what I wanted to do. There's a couple more things I want to talk about once we get on the island. Or actually, no, I have talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Let's see, catalog. So let's see. We do 2 armchairs. A chair, a dresser I can't put something on, lamp, screen, table, vanity. We don't have an end table, if it exists. There's no couch either. So let's do 2 of these armchairs. Not so. I don't know what we're gonna do about the ukuleles now. I'll have to find something that'll fit, but is from another furniture set. Okay, I probably have about 2 minutes, so... Let's see if I can find an end table. It's definitely not blue. There's no cabana. Maybe classic? It's a shame I just sold a classic table earlier. We're gonna grab a classic table real quick. And see if it fits in with a ukulele on top of it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep both ukuleles. Oh, exotic probably would work better than classic. Okay, you can only order 5 items a day, or is it mailing period? We'll go see Pete and figure that out after. Problem also is I have full letters and full inventory as well. I wish I could see what I was holding. I'm gonna drop some stuff that I know I'm going to be selling. I'm gonna keep the exotic lamp for a hot moment. Because if the exotic end table works, I might want to keep that, just because it works. Drop Donkey Kong, and we'll drop Excite Bike down here. What else? Life Ring, Wave Breaker, Surfboard. Just trying to clean up the inventory a little bit. Why did you go back there? I don't really want something behind the sign that I can't see. Oh, you didn't see me doing that, did you? This letter smells like the perfume Phyllis wears. I'm sure she's the one who put this in my bag. Oh, Phyllis is so enchanting. She makes my heart flutter. If I talk too much on the job, I'll get into trouble. So I have to run. I'll keep talking to you. I'm actually right in the middle of my route, so I have to hurry. Maybe we could talk more next time we meet. See, I don't know if we've ever seen him. Oh, he actually does walk around. I thought he immediately flew away. Oh shit, I've never actually seen him put the mail in the box. I didn't know he did that. I knew he dropped down and then immediately flew back up. But I didn't know that he... Let's see him like flying away. I didn't know he actually walks over and put the... I mean, of course he does. He's the mailman. Okay, so I didn't get what I ordered. Unfortunately. I thought it showed up at 5. Alright, well, now we're in a, not a situation, but at a point where I guess that that's the end of the stream. I can go drop off, getting mean mugged by what's his face. I can go see if that painting is one we don't have, but I'm 99.9% sure. I'm pretty much 100% sure that it's gonna be something we've already done. I wonder why I didn't get my mail. Maybe it was too soon. Donate an item. Well, if we don't get the mail during this sitting, we'll just add that to the things we're gonna do tomorrow in this game. Let's see if we got anything in here. No lost items. I was going to talk to Copper, sorry. I was going to talk to Copper to see if who our next guest, special visitor is, but I already know it's Gracie Grace tomorrow. So we will probably start stream a good 45 minutes before Halloween begins tomorrow, just to, or maybe even just an hour, just to try to make sure that we have all the time we need to do all the things. So everything else here can be sold. We can run back and take one more look at the island. I guess it's not finalized, the house. I guess the house is not finalized, though, so it's not a big deal. I'm just thinking. Not getting the mail kind of put a little bit of a wrench in my plans there. I could search for more things that could work, but I'm gonna see if the stuff that I bought works first before I do any more ordering. I'm sad we couldn't get the train station, or the train set, to work in there. Same with more surfboards. I really just kind of wanted a wall of surfboards. It would have been funny. But I'll settle for Spaceman Sam blending in with the two Diver Dans. That's good enough for me. Alright. I'm actually not going to pick up my golden tools. So tomorrow, if memory serves, if you get caught by any of your villagers and you refuse to give them candy, I'm sorry, my brain's starting to shut off. If you refuse to give them candy, they will place an item in your inventory with a jack-o'-lantern or another item, or a jack-in-the-box or another item, just because it's a, you know, trick-or-treat. I think Jack will do the same. So replace an item in your inventory, which I think can include spooky items. I don't remember from last year. I also don't know if it can count for, if it can replace my golden items. And the shovel's one thing, but any of the other things getting replaced that I can't quite replace will suck. So I'm gonna leave all those on the ground. And then I kind of want to clean up the, you know, just this area. Because this area is probably going to be filled with spooky furniture tomorrow. So let's just go around and talk to some of the villagers, and then I'll log on as the two Jamies to kind of clear out that area. So I'm going to plan out who we're going to talk to here. Static, Punchy, Admiral, Maple. We're gonna talk to everyone. We're gonna talk to everyone except for like these 4 villagers here. Ask them for jobs, see if we can get on their good side at all. Maybe get some items. I know you already tried to give me a job earlier and you weren't happy about my response. Are you gonna say the same thing? You are gonna say the same thing. I figured that would have went away. Admiral's gonna move out so fast because I just pissed him off twice in the first day. I guess I could have said yes. I will probably see Groucho tomorrow if I go to Emmy's town. I don't know if the favor would last that long, though. Nothing? What's new? There's some nice clothes. You got an eye for fashion. I mean, even I can see that. Choosing smooth duds to wear is one of life's little pleasures. You know what I'm saying? If anyone gives you flack about your getup, let me know. I'm your #1 fashion fan. You should spend all your money and time on clothes and be Rumpus's resident fashion guru. That does remind me, we can get our clothes replaced with the rags as well if we refuse to give them, the villagers, candy tomorrow. So I think I'm okay with losing these clothes, because I'm not going to give them candy no matter what. I want to save my candy. That was kind of my mistake last year, was I was giving out candy willy-nilly and I didn't have much of it. Important to take breaks every now and then. No? Nothing? Just gonna be a jobless day? I smell raviolis. Wow, now I'm getting all hungry, squirrely. That was random. I've never seen that text before. Alright, there's usually a ton of people in the town square here. Oh. 2 villagers I wasn't going to talk to. I kind of like Vesta, I just don't like the placement of her house. It's already 5 p.m. How could you not show your face here until this hour, Boffalo? Or Boffo? Expecting you to stop by every morning and fill me on your life. Yeah, do you have a job? Nobody's gonna give me a job, huh? Ruffles. I'm absolutely avoiding you. Old BB shirt. I swear I just saw her put that on yesterday. She has like a #2 shirt on now. I swear she changed into this yesterday. Someone gave it to her. It's probably Darwin. I really want to talk to Jay. He's not around here. Barbara. I already talked to you today, but let's see if you need a favor. Hate to disappoint you. No, okay. Could go right to Derwin. I'll talk to Maple, though. You scamp! Give me work. No, really? Alright. Well, talk to me. It's nice to receive letters, isn't it, Quack? Something about opening up a full mailbox is so cool. Speaking of which, Emmy sent me a letter the other day. It made me so happy. Emmy sent a letter like a year ago. You know what it said, Quack? Here, take a look. Fruit, please. Fruit, please. I love how Static constantly shows me the letter Emmy sent. It's like, hi, Emmy's like, hi, grumpy friend, here's a letter and some fruit, or something like that. Static really loves showing off that letter. Oh, there's Jay. Here's a delivery. Gonna be a chick magnet. It might be a little on the stinky side. Watch out for fruit stands. What'd you give me? I wasn't even looking. #4 shirt? Okay. Well, the thing is, you know what? Yeah, I'll take the #4 shirt. I'll put this one in storage, because this #4 shirt's probably gonna become, rags. And once I get rags, I'm not even gonna bother changing shirts, because they can't... I think they can turn your rags into rags, but basically, you're not at... you're not at risk losing more shirts that way. I'm okay with losing the number 4 shirt. I think I already have one, or at least Jamie number 2 has one. Let me see, nothing? Mine is complete blank. Well, let me talk to you at least, because you're one of the big villagers I want to say. Why are you mad? You hear Gracie? You know, fashion designer, drives a dirty car, smells like flowers. Hey! Her car's a mess, but I guess her clothes are pretty popular. I like the clothes I got at Nook's shop just fine, thanks. I don't need any highbrow duds. Hey. Stella. Why is everybody so mad at me? No. Wow. Really striking out on these jobs, usually. With November coming soon, the fall fishing tourney should be just around the corner. Are you ready? I did absolutely horribly in the summer fishing tourney, but this time I'm going to do much better. Bada bing. Guess you're my competition, but I hope we catch some big fish and win ourselves some prizes. I don't know if I'm going to stream the fishing tourneys, but I'm gonna try to participate in them. I was saying something before I got distracted by Stella too. I completely forgot. Probably wasn't too important. Tangy? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, usually, like, usually I go out asking for jobs like this from every villager I can talk to, and they usually overrun me with jobs to the point where I'm a little overwhelmed. Shh, no jobs. Who else? Well, I saw Pearl somewhere earlier. Wasn't she, like, down here? Yeah. Just had something. Well, yeah, I asked over half of the village for jobs, and nobody had anything. Got bored the other day, so I went to the next town over to do a little shopping. That normally cheers me up. It was absolutely splendid. They had so many things for sale I'd never seen. Really nice things. What's the deal with that? Why'd they get all the good stuff, huh? It's just not right. You think that there are maybe some things you can only get by going to another town, kitten? Well, that's just wrong. James, why don't you get busy and organize a shop tour? Alright. I'll go talk to Ed really quick, just as one more person to talk to. See if we'll strike out on another job request. There's Freya too, we can talk to Freya. Wow. So weird. Ed, how's the evening working out for you? Yeah, you didn't see me at all during the day. Everybody said that. Nobody has seen me at all during the day. Little job, cool. A videotape to Maple. Or from Maple. Nickname Dandruff, because Maple's all about flaking. Thing is, I'm too busy to go get my property. Can you pick it up for me? Sure. I don't really care too much for Ed. Like, he can move out, but at this point, I'm well aware that if I ignore villagers like Pongo for a year, they will not move out. But if I talk to villagers that I like Groucho, and do jobs for them, they will definitely move out. So it's not like I should avoid a job from Ed just because I kind of want him to move out. Because at the end of the day, it clearly does not matter. Also, that was a quick job. Easy item, money, something. Dude, that's my videotape. So stoked you brought this back for me. Cool. Nice stationery. Alright. Essay paper. I just wanted to look at it. Whatever. Alright. I'm gonna go put this shirt in my storage. We're gonna be a pink boy tomorrow. On Halloween. Very not fitting. And yeah, we're gonna go to the other two characters, but tomorrow should be a pretty good day. I also do like that this is the first time that my character has some sort of tan. He was very dark a couple days ago. He lost his tan that fast, but he's still pretty tan compared to the paleness that I have been over the past year. This is the first time my character has been very tan, or pretty tan. Like I said, he was very tan a couple days ago. Since I played a ridiculous amount in like September, August 2023. It's funny that I haven't gotten hardcore into this game like I am now for a year. It's been a very casual go at it with this game, but it's been a fun, casual go at it. I really do love this game, which is surprising. It's surprising putting this up there with New Leaf. The vibes are just right. The charm, all that good stuff. Alright, so Jay got some mail, which is tempting to go log on as Jay. We'll log on as Jay tomorrow. We're gonna do the two Jamies this time around. Choo-choo! Alright, so we got the jukebox, and we got 2 more NES games. So let's see if the jukebox fits in at all. It's probably not going to. Well, it might if I put it right next to this classic couch. Maybe? It would be nice to have some sound in here. I just don't know what would really fit with this room. Oh, right. This character doesn't have a big library. And as much as I said about this in the past, as much as I've said about this song, KK Etude, reminding me of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow music, like specifically the cycling theme for some reason, it doesn't fit in here. It does not fit in here. I'm sorry, that's a no-go. So let's see, we got Excite Bike. And we got Donkey Kong. We got a good collection here. Some really good NES games of the ones that are available to us in this game. Trying to think. Could make this look a little more uniform. Donkey Kong back here. And then... I don't have the volume up. I can't quite hear the sounds he's making. Oh, he sounds like, Low Tom, I think. We'll keep him. His color kind of fits in pretty well. And then everything else, jukebox, classic chair, we can just sell this stuff. Or I could drop it for James, which means I would have to log in as him tomorrow. I'm going to take the gamble this time and just assume... I know I already picked up the jukebox. I'm pretty sure he had the classic chair. I don't know about the mini Squelchoid, though. You know what? It's fine. It's one catalog item if it's not the case. I'm just going to go sell this. I always forget how gyroids are pretty good money. Just for something you get for free, just out of the ground after it rains or snows. Alright. well, we're gonna log on to Jamie, as Jamie, other Jamie. Put the flowers away. Tomorrow's gonna be an eventful day, man. We're gonna have the raffle. We're gonna have Gracie Grace get 3 shirts from her across 3 different characters. Might have to go to Emmy's Town to continue the raffle and get to see trick-or-treating over there. Then we have the trick-or-treating over here, where we should hopefully finish the spooky set and use all of our candy, which will take a while because there's a lot of candy. At least I assume it will take a while. We'll be able to go to the island and finish up that house because we'll have our mail-in items. Or maybe not finish up, but at least get good leads on where I want to go with the end tables and such for the ukuleles and that potted plant. Or not the potted plant, the boombox. And if we go for long enough and it gets to midnight, we might actually see Wisp for the first time on stream. I know I showed a pre-recording of him when I first figured out how to interact with the Wisp, because I didn't know that, you know, you needed to keep a certain amount of weeds out and about for him to become available, interactable after midnight. Okay. So what do we have? Tulip, Cosmos, Pansy, Tulip, Pansy, Tulip. Wow, we have like even amount of them all. Unless I miscounted. This is the Pansy side. Cosmos. I think, oh yeah, we have more Cosmos than anything else right now. All these cabinets aren't completely filled up, but there's still more Cosmos than anything else right now. Cool. All right. That will do it. I'm gonna try to adjust my time on my Wii after I end stream here, so that we can actually not be on a bit of a time crunch if I start a little after 7 tomorrow. I'm gonna look it up real quick just to make sure that Halloween does start at 8. Halloween in Animal Crossing, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Well, it makes sense to do 6, so maybe I'll do 5 p.m. tomorrow? Because I'm sure if I look up if any special villagers will be out and about during this time, they probably won't. So I'm going to try for 5 tomorrow. This is Wikipedia. This is the one that's usually pretty reliable. Just check to make sure. It's universal between the wiki. Yeah, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. And Tortimer does give the Katrina's tent model, which I do believe we got. I'm going to go out on a limb and say we already got that last year. I'll double check that tomorrow. I'm sure I'll stumble across them. Yeah, Emmy, thank you for hanging out with me. I know you're asleep at this point. This was a very eventful stream and a little chaotic. We'll be back tomorrow for a also eventful and probably chaotic stream. Have a good night. Bye.